So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of taking risks to be able to create great paintings that you feel so connected with and others will too. And I will actually show you how I painted A Brave New World and how I went from this to this and everything in between. So the process of painting A Brave New World was one of the best processes, the most fun, where I got to kind of have a lot of breakthroughs and develop my artistic sensibilities. Starting this painting was very spontaneous. I basically had an old canvas sitting there ready to be painted on, and I took the opportunity one night in a moment of inspiration and motivation, and I just started going for it. Then I started scraping it back with different tools. I used like this plastic cake icing tool, works a treat, highly recommend. I started by painting the lion's face in. I was using a source image, but I made it very, very different to the source image. But it was just to get the template of the lion itself, the structure and the tonal values. Then I went to paint in some areas to create tonal value. So it started with mid-tones and putting in some lighter lights and then some darker darks to create form. even before I started this painting, in an Excel spreadsheet, I wrote down a lot of words that were really meaningful to me, and I put them kind of just there, knowing that I wanted to bring that feeling into my paintings moving forward. So it wasn't necessarily there for this painting, but I had all these words floating around in my head that really meant a lot to me, like passion, love, integrity, courage, bravery, and more. And when I put these words when I wrote them actually on the canvas using different colored fine liners, I felt a weight lifting off my shoulders. It's like I was able to vent these words and everything I was feeling onto the canvas, and it made me feel better for it. It was a very therapeutic process. However, once I had done that and did even more glazes and different colors and different tonal values, and I built up the painting even further, spending more time on it, I got to a point where I really liked the process of where I started and where I ended up, but I really didn't like the actual visual aesthetic of the painting. It felt like it was just too much, too intense, too bold, too energetic, and I needed to peel that back. I needed to find a sense of calm within that boldness and high energy. And so I decided to keep pushing through the painting instead of holding on to it and protecting it like it's my little baby, like, oh, if I make another brush mark, it's gonna stuff it up and I'm gonna have to do it all again. So I shifted my mindset from like something that was protective and fearful of change to something that was more open to new possibilities and to explore. And I'm so glad I did that. When I did that, everything changed. It was like a passion ignited inside of me that I hadn't really kind of explored before. So as I was moving through the painting, I would really shake it up. I'd change the color palettes, I'd change the tonal values, I'd introduce colors that were less saturated for one, but also a color palette that I really liked and I really gravitated towards in a sense of that the color palettes brought to me a sense of calm and a sense of groundedness as opposed to what it was. So I kept on doing this process where I would paint marks on the canvas and then destroy the image and, you know, almost obliterated the line, and then I'll bring it back. I'd bring the line back, you know, by putting the tonal values back in and bringing the shapes, you know, forward more. And then I'll do the whole process again, destroy it and then rebuild. And in that process, I found that it's almost like you can physically get from the painting the journey of the process. And in the end, after multiple layers of exploration, I got to a point where I felt really, really, really good that I was able to continuously risk stuffing up the painting. But in that process, I found that I found a new way to explore a painting, a new way to approach it that gave me so much more than any other painting I've ever painted before in terms of process. It was like I was like reborn or something, and it felt amazing. I think in the end result, I feel speaks for itself. Like, you can see the history of the painting. You can see so much depth and atmosphere in the piece. And also like the fact that it is a lion. It's like, it's one of those things that it's a very masculine animal in the sense that it's really strong and can be, you know, aggressive, but even in that aspect of the lion, there's a real sense of being calm and content and at ease with oneself. And that's what I was wanting to communicate, that sense of balance between femininity and masculinity, and being sure of yourself and knowing that you're worthy and being respectful to yourself. Things like that I was really feeling in the moment. And I think above all, for other artists that might be watching this video, I would say that my experience of risking to explore what else could be unveiled underneath is so worth it. And in my experience, it's kind of like that gold that you are looking for in any painting that you do. So thank you for watching this video. If you have connected with it in any way, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd also love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I put out new videos. My videos will most likely be videos of me painting and talking about the process and how, also probably like conceptually, like how I create my pieces and tips and tricks for other artists that could get something from. So stay tuned for the next video. In the meantime, stay true to yourself, stay authentic, be kind to others and be kind to yourself. All right, bye for now. Thanks for watching.